This is the way.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're going over everything to remember before The Mandalorian Season 3.
Hang on, kid.
For this video, we're recapping the major story arcs in The Mandalorian's previous seasons, as well as in the Book of Boba Fett. What are you excited to see in The Mandalorian's third season? Tell us in the comments. The supporting players. The Mandalorian has significantly expanded the Star Wars universe, following characters new and old after the Empire's fall. We last saw Mandalorian leader Bo-Katan with her night owls as she sought to reunite her people and reclaim their home planet. The problem was, Din Djarin had unwittingly won the Darksaber, symbol of Mandalorian rule, in combat.
In order for her to wield the Darksaber again, she would need to defeat you in combat.
I yield. It's yours.
Oh, no.
In the Book of Boba Fett, it was revealed that Moff Gideon, the Darksaber's previous owner, was now in New Republic custody.
Did you kill him? No. But he was sent off to the New Republic for interrogation, and he will face justice for his crimes.
Death would have been justice for his atrocities.
The eponymous Boba was running a cartel on Tatooine, with Fennec Shand and Black Chrysanthemum at his side.
We are not suited for this.
If not us, then who?
Luke Skywalker was building his temple on Ossus, where he briefly trained Grogu, and was visited by former Jedi Ahsoka.
You've taught him well.
It's more like he's remembering than I'm actually teaching him anything.
We won't see Cara Dune in Season 3 as Disney let actress Gina Carano go, but expect to see Greef Karga, now Magistrate of Navarro, Mechanic Peli Motto, and clone engineer Dr. Pershing, who had been captured and turned informant.
Your assessment is misleading.
Oh, great. An objective opinion.
This isn't subterfuge, I assure you.
Reportedly, Christopher Lloyd and Tim Meadows will also be joining the cast.
Don't worry about it. You were up there for like 10 seconds.
10 seconds is an eternity, Harry. It's a third of the way to Mars.
Connor, we've talked about this. 30 Seconds to Mars is the name of a band. It's not a fact.
Calling pop culture superfans everywhere. Do you love to argue with WatchMojo's top 10 ranks? Introducing WatchMojo's first and very own party game. Bring your superpowers to the table and fight for your pick to be at the top of the list. It's all the fun of the comment section, but in real life. The larger mystery.
I have a Comptono of Beskar waiting for you upon delivery of the asset.
Alive.
Yes, alive. Although I acknowledge that bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
The show began with a mystery. Why was the Empire after the child? We received a partial answer in Season 2.
Unfortunately, we have exhausted our initial supply of blood. The child is small, and I was only able to harvest a limited amount without killing him.
Dr. Pershing had been injecting Grogu's blood into volunteers, with catastrophic results. He referenced Grogu's high midichlorian count, so it seems possible he was trying to transfer Force potential. But what's the endgame of these experiments? Has Pershing been tasked with building an army of Force wielders? Or does this tie into the Imperial cloning program that leads to the Emperor's resurrection and the creation of artificial strand casts such as Supreme Leader Snoke and Rey's father?
You'll be safe here. I promise.
There are still a lot of gaps left to fill in, as well as questions about Grogu's past, like how did he escape Order 66?
At the end of the Clone Wars, when the Empire rose to power, he was hidden. Someone took him from the temple.
Din Djarin is on a quest.
I'm going to Mandalore, so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
When Mando met Bo-Katan, she casually dropped a shocking revelation.
Children of the Watch are a cult of religious zealots that broke away from Mandalorian society. Their goal was to reestablish the ancient way.
There is only one way, the way of the Mandalore.
As a foundling, Din had been taught that his tribe represented the true Mandalorian way. In fact, they belonged to a radical religious group, the Children of the Watch, presumably an offshoot of terrorist group Death Watch from the animated Clone Wars series.
We are the Death Watch, descendants of the true warrior faith all Mandalorians once knew. Now my people are living in exile because we will not abandon our heritage.
The way that Din was taught is really just a way. Nonetheless, in the Book of Boba Fett, he sought redemption for having broken the creed. From the tribe's new covert on Glavis Ringworld, the Armorer gave him a quest.
According to creed, one may only be redeemed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore.
But the mines have all been destroyed.
This is the way.
This means that Mando is bound for Mandalore, whose ruined capital Sundari we've seen in the trailers. Given Bo-Katan's intention of reclaiming the war-scarred planet, they are sure to cross paths. And maybe cross swords, too.
Your cult fractured our people. Where were you then?
Grogu is back with Mando.
Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, okay, little guy. I'm happy to see you too.
Season 2 ended with a moving farewell, as Din relinquished Grogu to none other than Luke Skywalker.
All right, pal. It's time to go. Don't be afraid.
Unable to train Grogu in the Force, he felt that Luke would make a better caretaker. In the Book of Boba Fett, Grogu stood at a crossroads. Would he choose the path of a Jedi or a Mandalorian? Fortunately for us and the show, he chose the latter, donning the Beskar chainmail tunic that Din had gifted him.
Hey, that's the shirt. You got the shirt.
After saving Mando from a rampaging Rancor on Tatooine, Grogu flew off with Din in his new Naboo starfighter, which replaced the Razor Crest.
All right, but this is the last time.
Based on the trailer for Season 3, Din will be teaching his protege new skills, like how to navigate the stars.
Being a Mandalorian's not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. That way, you'll never be lost.
Crossover City. The Mandalorian is part of a much larger plan.
This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
In December 2020, Disney announced 3 spin-off shows set within the same time frame, which would culminate in a, quote, climactic story event. The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and Rangers of the New Republic.
Cara Dune, Marshal of the New Republic. I heard rumors you might have gone legit.
I wouldn't go that far.
It was speculated that Rangers would feature Cara Dune, but that series seems to be canceled. According to Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, elements will be incorporated into The Mandalorian.
Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?
Subsequently, a new series was announced, Skeleton Crew, which will star Jude Law and tell a classic coming-of-age story. All this is to say, expect crossovers and an interconnected story in coming seasons of The Mandalorian.
Our people are scattered, like stars in the galaxy. What are we? What do we stand for?
Showrunner Jon Favreau has said that his experience within the MCU informed his outlook. We may see Boba and Ahsoka again, and maybe even Star Wars Rebels characters like Sabine Wren.
Ezra's out there somewhere, and it's time to bring him home.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.